Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. The Mountaineers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The give on 4th down. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Red Wolves are on the move. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Madden. Trying to get to it. Grabs it in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving. And he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
Now on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Give to the running back. Dances away from one. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable.
Got a lot of running room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, But we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. And back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Newton. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love when my quarterback uses his brain. I only need a few yards to get the first down. Nice job. Scrambles around, buys time, gets just enough for the first down.
Wide open downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're going to throw it again. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Back to throw, it's Madden. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slow.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, he'll let it fly. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Madden. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Feeling some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. At the 15, he's loose. He's finally guided out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Touchdown, Arkansas State! The special teams proving worthy of their name.
You're down, you need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The Red Wolves get the first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a
touchdown, Red Wolves! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finds his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Nice move to keep moving. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's Madden. He's right on target. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he can find a receiver, and down he...
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Splits the uprights. Good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This should be the last play of the quarter. They believe they can run right here. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. First down to start the drive after the break. They want that clock to run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interceptions.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
To the air, it's Madden. Quick strike complete.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Sweet feet on the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wants to go up top. He caught it. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Arkansas State. 21.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The offense will quickly use a timeout and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Mountaineers enter the final minute with the lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try,